Hey guys, Mike McErlane with another episode of Workout 101 on WorkoutTrend.com. Today, I'm going to show you the right technique to do when you're doing the close grip seated row. All right guys, so today we're going to talk about the close grip seated row. Emphasis on close grip, because if I had a bar or something wide, it does change things when we're talking about which muscles to put the most load or emphasis on. So right now we're just going to stick with the close grip using the standard close grip handles, the V handles that a lot of gyms have and most people have access to. Now, when you're doing rows, it's important to understand which muscle groups that you're hitting. In this instance, we're targeting the lats as well as the rhomboids and some of the other lower trap muscle fibers in the back here. That's what the lats are doing. If you're feeling it in your chest, or excuse me, not in your chest, but in your traps, you're not really doing it right, or you feel it in your lower back, you're not really doing it right. Now here's what happens when people do it the wrong way. So come here, and they kind of lean, all they're getting good extension, their back is rounded, and then their head comes forward and they're doing this and the shoulders rise. You see people doing this? You'll notice that the difference is in how my shoulder blades come together, how they protract and retract, right? You're really protracting and retracting here. That's really what you're doing. The squeeze in the lats comes from the humerus and the elbow coming back. That's how you get lat development. But the first movement is actually from the rhomboids coming together. To go ahead and protract your shoulder blades in your lower traps. Protracting the shoulder blades back is more emphasis on the rhomboids and the lower traps at the first part of the movement here. And that's what you want to do. When you're reaching and you're extending, you're using momentum and your shoulders rise and the head comes forward, there's no contraction here. My lats, or my shoulder blades, if I depress here, look, that's the retraction. This, just pulling the arms here, first of all, the angle at what I'm pulling, I'm actually doing this. So I'm using my brachioradialis to pull it in here as I'm doing this. Because the weight's pulling this way, I'm pulling this way. So that takes the load directly off the lat. So you want to try and keep the arm in the same direction as best you can as the way that the cable is. So that's why I use a false grip here, or excuse me, not a false grip, but a thumb over grip. So Jim's talked about this too. Don't grab it here. Grab it here. That allows your hands just to act as hooks. And the real point of rotation needs to come from your elbows moving backwards, not your... The goal isn't to try and pull this to your chest. The goal is to try and pull your elbows back and retract. You do that, the weight's going to come to your chest anyway. So as you come here, depress your shoulders. Don't come up here, don't lean your head forward. Sit in a nice erect position, lean back slightly depending on the leverage, because if you're doing heavy weight, it's hard to sit really as straight up as possible. But you want to go ahead and make sure you're not overloading. You can still maintain an erect spine here. And as you come back here, move your shoulders back first. Rotate your shoulders back first. Don't move the head forward, just rotate the shoulders back first. Then as you come back, next, step 2 is the elbows. Pull with the elbows. And then as you come back here, now my hands are roughly, they're in a little bit different angle position than straight ahead, just because the position I'm holding a close grip, which keeps my elbows depressed and down here, which yes, I'm getting more lower lat development and more pull within my lower traps and rhomboids. If I had my elbows out here, now I'm actually pulling a lot more with the rear deltoid heads. So when you get out to a wider grip here, and you're pulling now because your elbows are up, you're getting more teres major, teres minor, as well as rear delt involved, as well as lats. But this is close grip, which keeps your elbows down. So you're here, sit, pull back. It's okay to get a little bit of an extension here if you have to lean, but then lean and stop. Lean, stop, and then pull. Lean, stop, then pull. If you guys have any questions about this or any other exercise, ask me wherever this video is posted. I'll do my best to get back to you guys. Until next time, take care.